beautiful Leo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your full moon reading. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I will never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, this is your full moon reading. It's a super moon. It's the last super moon of the year, and it occurs in the sign of Aquarius. Now, this can be a very volatile moon in particular, emotions running high. It is a time to sort of embrace your inner rebel and break free from conventions or sort of expectations and, do things radically different. We do have that energy, which is all about the sun. And that's all about ego. And then we have a juxtaposition against that energy, which we have Saturn, and that's in retrograde. So that is a very spontaneous and difficult energy that's all about deconstruction. So it can, as I said before in one of the readings, it can feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and 4 steps back. Now, in particular, your 7th house of partnerships is sort of starred at this time. So you may find that some people try to push your buttons during this period. They may not mean to, but it can feel a little bit like frustrating, okay? Now, this is basically a message what your guides want you to know during this period. You may feel a little bit more sensitive than usual as it is a super moon and it is the last super moon of the year, but it's actually quite a lucky one. Even though the energy is a little bit bumpy, you will feel a little bit more abundant than usual. And of course, we have the 8-8 portal. So this time period tends to be very prosperous. A lot of prosperity, abundance, and fortitude heading people's way in the next couple of days. So let us see what's happening for you, what your guides want you to know. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to the outcome energy. Okay, I knew that I would see this card though, Leo, the one who brings light. I say it in every reading. You're the sort of person who always shines. You have that inner shine, but you may find it's exhausting to be always like switched on for people, and sometimes you need to really step back and sort of revitalize your own energy. And there may also be people who are like energy vampires headed your way because they love basking in your energy. And whilst that is wonderful because people really like you, they really connect to you, sometimes it can leave you with low energy for yourself, okay? Now, there's a sudden period of movement happening in your moon reading. So if you felt things are being a little bit stagnant, there is actually sudden movement that brings a lot of prosperity. We've got the birds there as well. So that indicates perhaps some freedom. There's just this energy of connecting to freedom, travel perhaps. But let me see what's happening for you. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's your partnerships card, the lovers. Okay. You tend to see that card showing up during the 7th house energy and the star. Number 17 is very important for you. I did a meditation before the reading and I wish I'd said it before that card came out, but I didn't, so I can't call it. But I will tell you that when I was doing the meditation, I do like short meditation before each reading just to see what images and energy I'm connecting to before I start your reading. And they were giving me that number 17 is going to be so important to you in the next 4 to 5 weeks, okay? So that's of course star energy. So new ideas popping in there, inspiration, healing going on as well. Now, they're showing me actually that you're learning the gift of patience, my beautiful Leo, okay? That is something that all of us have to learn in this lifetime. But I feel like you've been going through a lesson in patience, and your guides want you to be aware that the thing that you've been waiting for is showing up for you, okay? You're going to be gifted with it. There's a sudden movement, sudden appearance of what you've been trying to manifest. And they want one more, so I'll give it. Okay, King of Cups, yes. All to do with your heart space. Now, you may feel, as I said, a little bit more sensitive than usual. The first card we've got is the One Who Remains. And it says here, powerful, okay? You are also a very empowered person. You came to this lifetime knowing yourself a little bit deeper than a lot of people. You may have known from a very young age what you wanted to do, or you may have like had that passion, that drive. It says powerful, devotion, true worth. And during this full moon period, well, this supermoon period, you'll actually be connecting more to self-care routines, healthy boundaries, that sort of thing, and really sort of like embracing your individualism and independence. There's this independent energy that's coming out here for you. And whilst you are independent normally, I feel like you really are embracing that inner rebel and radically breaking free of something in order to do things your own way. They're actually giving me a song right now. I'm not sure if it's because I've said you're doing things your own way that they've given me the song, but I feel like this could be a signifier song for you in the next 4 to 5 weeks that you'll hear perhaps on a radio, or maybe even after this reading, or it's going to signify a positive change. I mean, you've got the sun and you've got the star energy here. So they're indicating a lot of light, but also a lot of abundance, a lot of good things headed your way. The song is very famous. It's Sinatra, I Did It My Way, okay? Yeah. It's just the elongated, I don't need to tell you, I'm sure everybody knows. It's the very elongated chorus. Well, it sounds like it's the end of the song. They're giving it to me. I did it my, and it goes on and on and on way. I'm not going to sing for you. Nobody needs to hear that. So that song, I Did It My Way, that's important to you, okay? I don't know what the exact lyrics are of the song because I'm channeling and they're just giving me that part of it. But it's you sort of like being your authentic self and breaking free from expectation. Now, also the One Who Remains, you're seated in your power. You're very creative. As you can see, we've got the sea there. And, sea or water tends to represent emotions or dreams. And when things get difficult, you're the sort of person who has the courage to remain. You don't give up on things, my beautiful Leo, okay? And that will actually show, number one, that you believe in yourself, you believe in your own worth, and also that you will be successful. You're a survivor in life. And it's more than that. It is, you will accomplish great things because of your tenacity, your drive, and your commitment. And you don't give up, okay? They're also indicating, I mean, there is like a large cat there as well, but they're just indicating your independence. Okay, I feel like some of you may feel compelled to travel during this period, or at least book some sort of quick trip, or because I feel like you want to sort of like renew your energy and be by water is what they're showing me. Okay, now that's not going to connect to everybody, of course, but they're just showing me that. Now, just as I pick up this card, they're also showing me someone spill something. So if you've just been listening to this reading, you just spilt something, whether it's your coffee or you spilt water or milk or whatever it is. I mean, you could have just done it before we came to this reading, or you're going to do it just after this reading. I mean, if you spilt something like last week, it's not that. Unless it was something that was very important, like you spilt like all of your perfume all over the floor and it was expensive. Something that's monumental, not something that you just spilt it. It's something monumental. But I feel like it's like in the now, and they're indicating that your bad luck is going to be with it. It's almost like there's a very cliched saying, you know, don't cry over spilt milk, that sort of thing. It's like manage the things that you care about. Will this moment mean anything in 5 years? If it doesn't, why are you giving energy to it? So, but they're showing me that it's like the break of your luck, you know, as in there's better luck to come. Okay, so they just want you to be aware. Now, of course, we've got number 12 here, and that is the bird. And this is about community, friends. You're someone who is a very good friend to people. People actually gravitate towards your warmth. You're very personable. But of course, Leo, you know, all cats can get grouchy from time to time and need their own space. And you don't even have to get grouchy. You can just be like, you know what, I'm just going to go into self-reflection mode. I'm turning off, and because they're showing me right now a sign that says do not disturb. So, you know, when it's time, know when to shut off and say, you know what, I no longer need to be with people, and take some time for yourself. But I feel in the next couple of weeks, you're really like getting out there, enjoying company. Life is good again. That's what I feel with this. You know, also the hummingbird represents hard work paying results, you know, getting rewards for everything that you've put your effort towards. So I feel like actually you're going to be embracing new opportunities that you've worked really hard for. This is a time period, I mean, we are going through, of course, your birthday month, my beautiful Leo. So again, happy birthday to all of you who've had a birthday already, and to those who have one to come. But this is like sweet nectar, okay? This is going to be like the sweet month for you, abundance, harvest month. And I feel like you're going to be connecting to friends, and you know, you're going to be seeing people that you haven't seen for a while, or people who you haven't heard from a while will reach out to you, okay? So it's number 12. I feel like you've felt a little bit in limbo for a while, my beautiful Leo, because number 12 is like hangman energy. But I feel like you are releasing any restrictions and kind of like letting your hair down a little bit more, or you're feeling compelled to let your hair down a little bit more, okay? We've also got the Two of Cups here. Now, the Two of Cups is an energy of attracting what you truly deserve, or what is meant for you, okay? That's at its grassroots. It's like the law of attraction, bringing what you truly desire. But it's also a time of harmonious partnerships. Now, remember, as I said, you know, the 7th house is activated for you, of partnerships, friendships, how you connect to others. And that's going to be from the 12th, well, 11th into the 12th of August there for you. And it may feel like, because we have that tumultuous energy from the moon, during the moon period, you may feel like some people get on your nerves. That's just how it's going to be, okay? So just be aware that it is everyone being feeling heightened sensitivity, and that this too shall pass, just so you're aware. But the majority of time, you're connecting to people with harmony, with love. I feel like this is about you enjoying the company of those that you feel are trusted friends, and there's a togetherness about August that really sort of sparks warmth in your heart. Now, also, whatever it is you're attracting is showing up for you over the month of August and beyond, is what they're showing me, because you've got more to come. This is just the start, they're showing me. There's more to come for you that is really positive. Now, of course, the Two of Cups can also mean love. So if you're already in a union, expect, you know, I mean, if you've got the Temperance card there, so it's like temperance, patience in all relationships, because we do have that loving energy where we want to embrace people, but also we've got the Temperance was like, you know, because of the time period with the moon, there is a lot of sort of like heightened frustration energy. So it's like you may have to feel like you have to bite your tongue sometimes, my beautiful Leo, but I feel like you will be diplomatic. You'll say what you need to say. But if you're looking, if you're already in a relationship, for example, I feel both of you are, you know, finding that balance between you both, because there's balance in all relationships. I feel like both of you are re-examining priorities. But if you're looking for love, I feel like you've waited a long time to meet somebody. And I feel like suddenly you're going to meet someone in the next 4 to 5 weeks that actually is a dream come true. Okay, I feel like you've been a bit of a wounded warrior when it comes to love, especially since we've got the 9 of Wands there. Now, your guides want you to be aware of how strong you are, how intelligent you are. Sometimes, especially after a difficult experience, you sometimes sort of protect your wonderful heart in order not to repeat a situation or a pattern or a cycle, and you go up all in your head. You become a little bit more overthinking or anxious. You think before you act. Don't allow yourself to fully disconnect from your passion and your spontaneity, is what your guides are giving me. So if you feel like sometimes you're like thinking about the past where you used to just go out there and do stuff and be like, you know, get really excited about life and just, you know, being in the flow, that is you, okay? It's just that life has taught you to be a little bit more cautious and a little bit more, it's not thinking or analyzing, but I feel like sometimes you overanalyze because of experiences in your past that perhaps have been negative. Your guides are showing me you're going to embrace that childlike spirit again. You're just going to be going out there having so much fun and sort of being like, you know, living in the moment rather than thinking, should I do this? Should I not do this? Of course, you're going to be like, making sure you're safe and all of those things, but I feel like there's a lot more spontaneity about you in the month of August in general and just beyond. It stems into September because this reading is for the next 4 to 5 weeks, but it is about harnessing that moon energy. So you're going to be focusing on partnerships, patience, but also re-examining your priorities, looking at your life and asking yourself deeper questions like, how can I bring more balance to my world? How can I connect to people that I love on a deeper level? How can I actually embrace love rather than run away from it when it presents itself to me? So I feel like you're going to be asking these bigger questions over that full moon period or the super moon period. You may not even be aware of it, but this is your energy is shifting to focus on these things. Now we also have the one who dreams, escape, fantasy. Okay, and it says, I feel like you haven't been able to escape recently, and some of you may have even disconnected from law of attraction or focusing on your manifestations. You may try, but you may have found it very, very difficult. And that's because of the time period where it's like 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. But your visions, your dreams, they do have value and they are coming alive. They are sort of showing up on the physical plane, okay? So don't give up dreaming. I would say that your imagination, your guides are showing me, your imagination is so rich, so creative, so full and bursting with ideas of who you are, what you want to achieve, where you want to go. The universe is conspiring to bring you those things, but you're also starting to attract those things because you're taking action. You haven't given up on something and you're being rewarded, okay? Now we've also got the rider. So again, it's this energy. You may have felt like you could not escape, or you could not travel, or you could not go somewhere, or you have not been moving forward, because this is the resistance position. Your guides want you to know that during this supermoon period, all this energy is being released so that things can flow again, okay? So the rider basically represents quick, fast speed, but because it's in the resistance position, it's like I got it in the reverse. You may be feeling like you have not been making progress, but actually you will be as we move through onto the other side of that supermoon. So around about the 14th, 15th, 16th of this month, you're going to see a real shift where news comes in to change things for you. There's a lot more positive energy. You feel like you're revitalized, you feel more motivated, and you are moving forward, okay, at a quicker speed. Now we've also got here the Lovers. Okay, so this is all about choice. This card is about you sort of reevaluating what's important to you in the world, in your friendships, in your career, or whether you're retired. It's about whatever it is that really speaks to your heart, follow that. This is a personal decision, okay? So whether it's about a relationship or an event, you're making a personal decision about what's the next step on your path. And you're re-examining your motives and values and contemplating which path to take. The Lover's card always reminds you, take the path that is most engaged with your heart, because it will never lead you astray. If we use with the King of Swords there, if we have a head over heart moment and we follow our head and we feel this is the right thing to do in this moment, you're absolutely right. You're following your logical mind and you're following your intellectual reasoning, shall we say. But there will always be this yearning if you did not follow the path that your heart was engaged in. So for example, if there was someone you loved and you never told that person, and years later you're sitting there thinking of the woulda, coulda, shoulda conversations, your heart, has sort of eased the pain slightly and said, I've let it go, but there's still a little bit of a yearning of a what if, okay? So that's in all situations. So life is teaching us to embrace the now and be courageous to say what we want to say, tell that person that we love them, go after that goal, that dream. We live in the now, okay? There's no point in looking back and regretting. So it's important to embrace the now and all the opportunities that present themselves to you. Okay, I don't know why my guides are giving this to me, but they are. This is a real memory from my childhood, okay? Interesting, but they obviously want me to give it to you, so I will. So it's a teacher once signed something in a book for me, which was it was kind of like never take no for an answer, and if you get no for an answer, ask why, okay? And that underneath, she also put that no can seem like the most scary word in the dictionary, but actually it is liberating. And that's true. Wow, I can't believe that my guides have given me that memory. That's like something from like when I was like 10 or something. So that is actually quite a powerful revelation. The word no is actually liberating, because even if you went up to somebody and said, you know what, I have feelings for you, and they say, you know what, I love you, but not in that way. I don't reciprocate the love that you have. I've only got friendship for you. It liberates you. It stops you from yearning after that person. You know where you stand. Same with an opportunity. If you go after something, and then say if you go for an interview and you're like, okay, I haven't heard in a couple of weeks, maybe I didn't get it. You've got that maybe hanging over your head, okay? And it's still that, have I, haven't I? Is it not? Then suddenly you get an email that says, no, it didn't go in your favor. Thank you so much. You were awesome, but we had so many people, and normally they go for the nepotism spot, right? They go for the people that they know. I shouldn't probably say that, but you know, that is the energy that I'm feeling right now. So it's kind of like, at least you know where you stand and you're on to the next. You're not wasting time. But what they're showing me, your guides are showing me, is that it's going to be a big fat yes to everything that you embrace over the next 4 to 5 weeks. I mean, you've got the sun, you've got the star. You're born to shine. You're born to stand out, Leo. Okay, I always say that, and it's true. You just can't help it. You're really good at what you do. You're actually very creative. You're someone who puts your whole heart and soul into everything that you do. Now, with the Lovers in this position, it's like, I got it in the reverse, okay? So anything you've separated from, anything that, you know, even if you've been arguing with someone, whether it's a friend or whether it's, you know, a workspace, or whether it's, you know, you're going through a divorce or a breakup or some sort of discord in your life, this is a card of you moving on from that. The moon is helping you. The moon energy is helping you process those sensitive energies and release them so that something bigger than ever before can enter your life, okay? So whether it's love itself, because the Lover's card, of course, is about soulmate energy. This is a time of engaging in pleasure, but you're attracting what you truly deserve, but you're also releasing anything that has not been working for you, okay? I feel like there's going to be a lot more romance and more dreamy energy entering into your sphere over the full moon period. And this is a card also of bonding with people who matter to you, being really creative, attracting opportunities, connecting to your desires. And the word pleasure, they keep giving me the word pleasure in the water. So they're showing me that it's going to be a time where you're connecting to the things that really made you happy. If you've disconnected from those things, you may reevaluate and reconnect to like a hobby or something that you used to do from childhood, or something that brought you peace of mind that you haven't done for a while. For example, if you were always that sort of person as a child that loved lying on the grass, looking up at the clouds and seeing pictures in the clouds, or just like breathing and enjoying the moment, then you're going to reconnect to that energy even as an adult, because I see you embracing your inner child, okay? Now we got the King of Swords, so it's in the resistance position. You may have come across a lot of people in your lifetime, Leo, who've been negative, or who have said things behind your back that have been a little bit like tongue-in-cheek. These people are jealous of your tenacity, your drive, your accomplishments, your visions. Even if they, the way that they're showing me is you've been bold enough to go after something that perhaps has been difficult or challenging, and they have not had the courage. They took the safe route. They took the easy option, and they sit from afar watching you rise, and they want to knock you down because it makes them feel better about themselves. So they just want you to be aware of that, okay? This may be something that you experienced when you were younger, because as you matured and got older, you don't care so much about those things, okay? King of Swords shows me that you're very analytical and sometimes a little bit overthinking, okay? But you do tend to, the time period for you is going to go a little bit faster. Of course, thinking before you act on something. You don't want to rush into something. That's very, very important. But the King of Swords indicates like an international energy. So some of you may actually want to book some sort of travel that's overseas in some way. I see you gravitating to water, but the King of Swords is you are a visionary. Okay, you are a visionary. You stand out from the crowd. You've got great ideas. And now, if I connected to love, this could be that also you're letting someone go who has strong Gemini in their chart, or has been sort of like, because we got the Lovers card, we got the Lovers card here and the King of Swords. So both of those energies are Gemini. So you could be releasing someone from your past that had strong Gemini in their chart. Doesn't mean it's sun, moon, or rising. It can mean that they've got other areas in their chart. And you're embracing better love, a new love, okay? Someone who is more connected to their heart, someone who's not going to keep you waiting, someone who's not going to keep you guessing or leave you confused. If you're in a relationship, I feel like some of you maybe releasing father type issues that may have, like if there was an absent father, or there was you know, some sort of divorce or separation in your childhood that you witnessed, and it had a negative impact on your energy, and in some way it has influenced the way that you operate in love relationships as you got older. Even if you haven't been aware of it, I feel like you become more aware of it during the supermoon period, and you forgive and you learn from it, okay? Now, we don't forgive in order to let someone else off the hook or to give them an excuse, a way out. We actually forgive to lighten our own karmic load, okay? Because that is the baggage that we have weighing heavy on our shoulders. So by forgiving, you actually breathe a sigh of release and you feel lighter, okay? So also, as we move through this time period, the one who brings light. And it says here, light, serenity, beacon. You are often the sort of person, even in friendships, you are the light in a storm. You're the lighthouse, as it were. You're the sort of person who looks out for people. You may feel very responsible for the people around you, especially your inner soul tribe, okay? They're also showing me, like if you have a look at the peacock feathers, very important for showing off your skills. You've got those skills. They're natural, my beautiful Leo. Don't ever feel ashamed of showing those off. Don't ever sort of make yourself feel smaller in order to appease other people. Don't ever dull your shine because you feel it's not, you know, welcomed in your company. By shining your light, you actually sort of embrace this energy to allow other people to shine theirs, okay? Whenever you meet a person with a wonderful personality and they're so confident and so sure of themselves, you know, you feel good in that energy because they are unapologetically themselves. You know what you're getting with that person, and they're just like, this is me, take all of me or leave my company, but I will not change because this is me. So embrace your energy, and it actually encourages other people to embrace theirs. You're the sort of person, you're an influencer, my beautiful Leo. You may have noticed that in your lifetime. And actually, you are born for success. You're born to stand out. A lot of Leos, especially with the star energy, are meant to be someone who is looked up to in their community or in their home space or in their friendship circles. Some of you are even destined for fame and fortune if that's what you're hoping to achieve. I feel like your hard work will bring you that attraction. You will attract that into your energy, okay? Now we've got the dog, which is loyal. But also, Leo, you're a cat and we got a dog here. Opposites attract, okay? So just so you're aware of that. I feel like you do tend to embrace other people's individuality. You're the sort of person who's very open-minded. And with the dog, though, you're faithful to a T, okay? You're faithful to people and situations that show you the equal amount of faith and loyalty. Now, by saying that, sometimes you may, especially if a person really matters to you, sometimes you may overlook a person's indiscretion because, for example, like you may forgive people, like especially family members or friends, you may forgive people too quickly is what they're showing me, too quickly. Allow that situation to play out where the person shows you through action that they're truly sorry. Okay, that's what's coming out there as well. But it's number 18. So 18, of course, is the moon energy. So you will really be you'll be really harnessing that energy of loyalty, of maybe even feeling like a homebody, because dogs tend to be, you know, domestic creatures that are homebodies. So I feel like there's, at the beginning of the month, the next 2-3 weeks, there's this independence, this desire to travel. But as you move into September, there's a little bit more of like unpacking your suitcase and staying at home, having home comfort, creature comforts, as it were, okay? Some of you may actually be buying a dog because they're actually showing me a dog with a bow on it. So either you're going to buy a dog or someone's gifting you a dog. I mean, that's not going to be for everyone, for sure. But maybe it's about you give the gift of loyalty, perhaps. You actually make people feel like they belong. You're the sort of person, when you enter a room, people look at you and sometimes they may feel intimidated by your energy, but you're the sort of person who would go over to the one person who's in the corner on their own, and you would make them feel like they're welcome in the group. So they're showing me what a wonderful skill you have as a human. Now we've also got the Stork Energy, and this is about sudden changes, okay? It is number 17, so it's the star, as I said. Oh yeah, look, I said number 17 is going to be really important, okay? So you got 17 there, and the star is also number 17. So 17 may also be very important when you get some sort of news. When you see this sort of numerical synchronicity, meaningful coincidences start to occur as well. So as soon as you see 17 on your clock or your watch or somewhere out there, please look it up. It will have a meaning for you in that specific moment from your guides. They're trying to give you a message. And also it is a time where you may look and see good news in an email or a text or a phone call or something like that, okay? But the stork indicates a period of stagnation, then sudden movement. So you're going to be taking leaps and bounds as we move into September. And stork tends to deliver really great news. Now this could be a creative project because you're very talented at what you do. So it could be something to do with that, or it could be that you find inspiration in something that you haven't done for a while, whether it's read a book or, as I said, get out and lie on the grass and feel the grass on your body and look at the sky. Whatever it is that really makes you feel fulfilled and find peace, you will be connecting to that. Now the star energy is all about success. It's about fame. It can also be about you being recognized for your accomplishments or for your talents, but also it's about being appreciated. So I feel like this is going to be a time period where you can see that people actually embrace you and you are a linchpin in their life, okay? The star also is a card of embracing new ideas and growth. So personal growth, things sort of coming to light, sudden epiphanies. It's a new phase of life. You're being asked to ask yourself, what inspires you? What is it that you really want to connect to? What is it that you miss from your life? What has caused you confusion? What is it that you're releasing that has caused you sadness or despair or a real test of faith? You have control of your destiny, my beautiful Leo, and you can eradicate those things that have been making you feel low vibe, okay? So the star also is a card of you being an influencer and being able to influence others with your energy. Now, the 9 of Wands. So below all of this light and this shine and this wonderful positive sort of warmth that you have, my beautiful Leo, naturally, there is someone who is deeply wounded by something, deeply scarred by something, and sometimes even very sort of defensive, like you've got your shield up. Okay, so the 9 of Wands is someone who's cautious, someone who always reevaluates before they take a step. And that is important. Questioning is important. This is a card of questioning, making sure your sense of uncertainty, you connect to that in order to see that you're safe in all situations. So this is also a card of your inner vision, telling you to illuminate or bring light to your situation. If there's something you don't know, connect to your intuition, especially over this supermoon period. The answers are all within you. You will find your way, okay? This is a card that asks you, is there another path that may be right for you at this point? It doesn't mean that you're giving up on a goal or a dream. It means you're tweaking your plan to sort of be more efficient in your energy and your time to get to where you want to go quicker without the struggle. Okay, so it's asking you, is there an easier route? And you have to connect to that energy. Also, the 9 of Wands is an energy of protection. Okay, so they're showing me that you are protected, but sometimes you overprotect people, and you are someone who, in your loyalty, you are wonderful. You look after people, you give them compassion, you give them energy, your strength, your time, but sometimes you may be a little bit overprotective, my beautiful Leo. Okay, now I'm not pointing my finger at you. I'm the same. I'm very overprotected as a Scorpio. I'm very overprotective of the people around me, especially my family, my friends. And sometimes, and I'm working on it. Sometimes people say to me, can be a little bit overbearing. Okay. So I'm learning to be a little bit less intense, not for other people, but for my own sense of anxiety, because sometimes I worry about people or over worry about people. So this card can be like a card of being overprotective sometimes. So maybe that's something to watch out for, because it may be giving you anxiety or making you overthink. During this supermoon period, they're asking you to think about you, okay? Bring joy to your life. Enhance your experience as a human on this earthly plane. Of course, you can worry about other people, but they've got this. They're looking after themselves as well, okay? Now, we've also got the King of Cups. So for those of you, that's so weird. Because I'm showing you why it's so weird. Well, you can't see actually, but there's a tomato in the water right now, okay? They're showing me a tomato in the water. So either you're cutting tomatoes or, I mean, this is about enjoying the fruits of your labor. But I wish you could see the tomato in the water. I wish I could show you what I'm seeing when I'm scrying. But I full on have a tomato seed on the King of Cups. That's so bizarre. I'm gonna have to play back the video, see how that got there. That's not possible. I never bring food to this environment because it's my sacred altar. So it's so odd. But anyway, there is a tomato seed. So maybe it's about planting a seed and things will grow. That is so odd. Okay, I'm gonna pop that there. Okay, anyway, I'm sure there's a logical explanation for it being there. But anyway, it's just weird that I was seeing the tomato in the water. Anyway, we've got King of Cups. So this is about you being someone who's very compassionate, someone who's fair, a peacemaker, and, you know, being more gentle in your energy. Sometimes we can still win, my beautiful Leo, without having to be sort of aggressively attacking our goals all the time. Allow the universe to bestow abundance on you as well. You've already worked really hard, okay? You are attracting good things. Also with the King of Cups, this is love coming into your life. So if you are looking for love, you are attracting someone who's very charismatic, who very supportive, they're very charming in a good way. They're actually a visionary like you. They've got great ideas. This person, very intuitive, and their emotions are deep. They run very deep. This person may also be a Scorpio. We've got strong Leo here. I mean, we've got Lion right there, but we've also got water in, because it's a Two of Cups. We've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. We've got Gemini energy. We've also got a little bit of Sagittarius energy with some Aries and Aquarius. So just so you're aware. With the King of Cups, if you are looking for love, you're attracting someone who is like the highest love of all, someone who is, you know, honors love, has gone through a difficult journey and does not take love for granted, just so you're aware. But you may be a little bit guarded when you meet this person. Now, same with opportunity. I feel like opportunity knocks for you in the next couple of weeks. And there is an opportunity here that you've worked really hard for. Just when you think, is it going to happen for you? It arrives, okay? So it could be an email that pops into your email box. Some really good news, something you've been working really hard for, that you've been patiently working towards. I feel like you may be embracing something new in order to, but you may have to let something go, okay? Or leave something behind, sacrifice something in order to embrace this new opportunity. But it's very, very positive, whatever it is. Let's see what other energies your guides want you to know. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. They're showing me that you're very, very intelligent, but sometimes you do have a head over heart battle, okay? Remember, you can find the balance between the two. You can be logical at the same time as embracing your heart space. We've got hobbies and crafts. Longing, so yeah, see, we've got that yearning energy that was coming up there for you. They want me to go one more. Partnership, so definitely your 7th house is so starred over this full moon period. Okay, so we've got here hobbies and crafts. So a lot of you, as I said, you're very, very talented, really gifted at what you do. You can actually turn your hobby or your craft into a financial rewarding business. Maybe it's a side hustle. Some of you who are, for example, retired, you may actually connect to hobbies that you haven't done for a while, and you may really immerse yourself in this and realize that this is something that you could turn into a little bit of a money makeover as well. We've got here, cultivate a hobby or new forms of interest to keep your hands busy. Natural talent, second job, projects. Okay, that came up in the reading already, that you'll connect to like a hobby or something that you've, you know, something that you used to do that you used to really enjoy, that brings peace. We've also got longing, Wishing things were different only causes unnecessary suffering. So it's about living in the now, living in the present moment, missing someone, wanting something or someone, okay? This time period, especially with the King of Swords there for you, is about vocalizing your needs. Not everybody is a mind reader, my beautiful Leo. So sometimes we have to be really honest, open, and sometimes blunt and say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I want. This is what I'm hoping for. It's not you being selfish. It's you having the maturity to say what you mean and say what you want. Only then can you be fulfilled and find out whether you can have what you want, or whether it's something that will come in time, or whether it's something that's going to give you that word no. And then you can readjust or reform your ideas of what is to be accomplished. Okay, we've also got partnership here. So I mean, you've got 3 cards here of partnership. So it says someone will have an incredible impact on your success. So power couple, business partnership, alliance. So remember, partnerships doesn't always have to be about friendship or love. It can be about business. So there is an opportunity headed your way. It could be someone from your past reaches out and says, hey, I've got an opportunity for you. Would you like to connect to this? But I also feel this is about you finding peace in relationships, which actually support you and help you thrive, okay? Because there's nothing better than feeling the wind beneath your wings, as it were, which is like the support of others. Even though you're focused and you're getting your own dreams and goals off the ground all by yourself, there's nothing like it when you feel the support of others championing you on. Your guides want you to know that they are doing that as well from the sidelines. They're going to give you symbols and signs. That song that came up my way, that's one of them. Now the spilling of water, either you spilt water yourself, or perhaps you're going to see someone spill water. This is also an omen as well. And finally, we've got certain things catch your eye, but pursue only those that capture your heart. Okay, so the visionary, the King of Swords, the head over heart moment, only pursue things that capture your heart, because there will be a longing, there will be a yearning that things will be different, or could be different, or should be different if you had followed your heart instead of your head. You can find the balance between the two. As you can see in this card as well, lots of dream catchers in the background. So whatever it is you're manifesting, it's showing up for you on the physical plane. And we're just going to get 2 more cards. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. That one there. And thank you so much. Okay. Wolf Pathfinder. Okay, so finding your way. And the lynx. Can I just say there's a little bit of synchronicity here? There's a lynx there as well. Well, look at those ears, identical. So this is all about your independence, but also your magical spirit. So remember, lynxes can also be a signifier because they've shown up twice as a meaningful coincidence or a synchronicity. So watch out for that as well. We've got the card of be true to your heart. I mean, there couldn't be another card that matches this reading more if you tried, okay? So be true to your heart. It's number 26. When you reduce it, 2 + 6 is 8, the number of the self. It's also number of the strength card, okay? So it's all about having compassion, having courage to accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. You have the power, okay? You are in control of your destiny, but you're also being gifted. As you can see, she's got some sort of diamond gift in her hand. You're being gifted by the universe over the next 4 to 5 weeks. And more peacock feathers. More peacock feathers. I'm not sure if it was your reading or Taurus reading or Scorpio reading that had the peacock feathers in it last week. But if it was your reading, then there's definitely something about peacock feathers you may see as a signifier. We've got Wolf Pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. So I already encompassed that in the reading. You don't give up, my beautiful Leo, and you have a wonderful, beautiful, loving heart. Sometimes people take advantage of your energy, but make sure that you connect to a reciprocal exchange of energy, okay? Only people who make you feel good and you make them feel good about themselves. We've also got Lynx, Keeper of Secrets. So take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your inner knowing. You see others' secrets and you keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Okay, so I feel there's a real positive energy of change for you coming. and I feel you are being more empowered. You're going to find some moments of solitude or silence over that full moon period in order to help you embrace this personal growth path, okay? Now the runes we got, the first one, well, I'm loving this. We've got the arrow. So this is like set your target and hit your mark. So this is the warrior rune. So this is about your sacrifice paying off. This is about your courage, getting what you truly deserve. This is justice for you, okay? Also, this is an energy rune that means you intrigue other people, okay? So they want me to put this on the Two of Cups. So you intrigue other people, but also you're attracting whatever it is that you are putting out there, okay? What you want wants you. And finally, we have, okay, so we have the horse rune, progress. Now, for those of you who connected to the 8/8 portal reading that I did the other day, you may have picked a pile that had the horse progress rune there. So you're moving forward. This is about future changes that bring positivity and prosperity. This is movement, okay? Trust that you are on the right path. Also, I feel like you're going to embrace that energy of freedom, that energy of independence over the next couple of weeks. Maybe you've already been going through that cycle of change where you're doing things on your own terms, you're marching to the beat of your own drum, and you may feel this longing to break free from things that have kept you stuck in a cycle. You want things to get more exciting, to change, and you will embrace that spontaneity and that childlike spirit as we move throughout the next 4 to 5 weeks. I'll leave it there, my beautiful Leo. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Leo. Love and light.